Today I'm going to take you running with me. And this is quite a big deal for me because I have never been a fit person. In fact, my entire life I have been really unfit. I never used to run. In fact, I didn't even like going for a walk. I never did any kind of sport. Just didn't like to move my body at all. So for me to be able to run today is quite a big deal. Now, one of the main reasons that I never liked running before or doing anything really was because I always had pains in my legs. So as far back as I can remember as a young child, I'd always have aches and pains in my ankles and my knees, in fact in all of my joints, including my wrists and fingers and elbows. And I would spend a lot of time with the doctors, and I remember even being taken to hospital once, and they never found anything wrong with me. I was just always in pain, and it felt like there was a knife being stabbed into my joints, especially my knees. And I remember Mum and Dad would always be massaging my knees, trying to give me some relief. I'd always be taking Panadol for pain relief as a child. And I can even remember just sitting cross-legged on the floor in primary school. I'd have pains in my legs and just feeling really uncomfortable. And as a teenager, I developed fluid behind my knees. So it was really uncomfortable and painful just to bend down or to squat. In high school, we went on a school camp, and I remember the teacher had to strap my knees up for support just to go on a bushwalk. And it was a pretty basic bushwalk. It was nothing too adventurous. So this was quite embarrassing because I was not obese, I was not even overweight. In fact, I was the skinny kid, and they never really found anything technically wrong with me, or they didn't diagnose me with anything, but this is just something that I dealt with as a child and a teenager. And then it continued on into adulthood, and I experienced shin splints. So even just going on a brisk walk was really painful. Forget about running. And I also had really terrible cardio because I didn't enjoy doing any sport or physical activity. I didn't have great cardio, and I also developed asthma as an adult. So pretty much I was the kid that tried to avoid sports days at all costs. I would miraculously have my period every week for sports class, and I'd definitely be the last kid to be picked on a sports team. So what's the turnaround? How come now at 34 years old, I'm actually out there running and feeling really fit and fantastic? What's turned around? First and foremost, my diet has changed. So I used to have a standard diet full of meat, dairy, and eggs. And now I'm on a vegan diet, 100% plant-based. So this has helped me become really healthy and really fit. And one of the main reasons is because I'm also following the 80-10-10 ratio, which means 80% of my daily calories is coming from carbohydrates, so I'm getting plenty of energy, and only 10% from fats and 10% from protein. So I've found that my inflammation has reduced significantly. I don't have those pains in the knees anymore. I don't have the fluid buildup, and I don't have asthma anymore. I'm feeling really fit and able to run. Now, you have to find something that motivates you, something that's going to get you up and get you out of bed every day. For some people, they love running in nature. They love being surrounded by something very peaceful. For me, I like running against the traffic. I like to put my vegan t-shirt on and basically run where people can see me. So when they're sitting in traffic at the lights, waiting to go to work, they're looking at the t-shirt, they're reading the word vegan, compassion, they're seeing my healthy body, and they're hopefully making that connection. So this is what motivates me. It really inspires me. It gets my butt out of bed every day, and it gets me out there trying to get the message out to people. So I'm motivated to help others help themselves, and in turn we're helping the planet and of course the animals. Another great thing to get you moving is to put some music on. Music is incredibly powerful to help you just be physical, whether it's running, walking, cycling, whatever you're doing. Personally, I like to listen to Rage Against the Machine, pretty much says it all, and that really gets me going each and every time. A few tips here. If your BMI is high, meaning if you're carrying excess body weight, I don't recommend running because it is high impact on the joints. So start off with something a little bit more gentle like cycling. And yep, I'm pretty happy with my calf muscles. Running up hills has served me well. So again, this is high impact, so you probably want to start off really slow on flat ground and don't go out too hard too fast. Take it easy, short distances at the beginning, and then build yourself up. Another good tip is to invest in a great pair of runners. This has made a world of difference for me this year. So find something that motivates you, pop some music on, get yourself a good pair of shoes, and just get out there and do it. I've come from a background of hating moving, of having a really unfit, unhealthy body, but I've changed my attitude and I'm just loving it. So I hope this video motivates you. Please like, share, subscribe, get out there and get going.